uses two NVIDIA technologies, one called Scenics, the other one called OptiX. Scenics is a tool and kind of an SDK that allows you to do positioning of devices in three-dimensional space. It's almost an editor, a scene editor. And then OptiX is our ray tracing kernel. And the OptiX kernel, obviously you look at that and it's just stunningly beautiful. It's doing real hardcore ray tracing with lots of bounces. You see reflections and diffractions and depth of fields really beginning to become photorealistic. So it's not just photorealistic. This is running on GF100, 3 of them in there actually, working together on the same image. And what that allows us to do is get really interactive with this image. So our tool has 2 different modes. There's this mode, which is kind of a final render mode, and then there's a preview mode I'm going to show you that uses a simplified version of ray tracing with fewer bounces. And when you do that, you start getting just much more interactive. Just the light. Yeah. So we can kind of bring the light back up, get a little more sun there. In this mode, what you're looking at, again, is a different simplified mode of ray tracing that gives us higher frame rates. So you can use it to position the car and look at it and change the colors to get it where you like it. We turn down the exposure a little bit. So there's an effect, a little exposure. It's really just a neat way to look at it. If we lower the kind of the number of pixels, that's 25 by 16, you can even get more interactive. So at this point, we're up to somewhere around 18 frames per second. We're really just showing great visual quality. You can see all the reflections back in the mirrors here.
Oh, I was going to ask, is this running on one card, or is this
running on 3?
So does this slide?
Yeah, well, yeah, this is actually not using multi-GPU. Say it one more time? Multi-GPU SLI.
Yeah. Not SLI.
It's actually using 3 different CUDA kernels that are running on each GPU section.
So a couple different concepts that we're thinking through with this. The first is the idea that you could go into a hybrid mode where you are doing raster, raster image creation using raster graphics, and then you go into a mode where you add in ray tracing effects into that scene, much like what Henry was describing earlier, to give you now a really high quality looking mode. And that could be something that could lead into, this is a future technology, but it could lead into something that's used in games. We also have an idea where, as we were shown earlier in the car racing game that Tom was showing you, being able to unlock a level. You spend 5 hours to 10 hours playing on a car, and you've invested a lot of time into it. You've customized it. You've taken every dollar you've spent, every dollar you've earned and spent it on customizing that car. Guys get pretty wrapped up around that car, right? Being able to unlock a mode in the game that lets you turn it on a showcase or a showroom type of mode, where you can now take that car that you spent so much time on, or a character, or whatever it is that you've been using, and bring it into a mode in which now you can look at it in just stunning quality, and then turn around and get screenshots of it, create wallpaper of it, send it, turn it into a screensaver, send it off to your friends, something like that, right? So a couple different modes of how you can use just stunning quality. For one, in a hybrid rendering mode, create new interactive graphics, new game graphics, and then 2, ways to create showcase modes in which you can look at stuff. You follow me? All right.
So one of the modes actually